talking about swimbait fishing, guys. And swimbait fishing is a very effective way. You guys can catch them in the spring, summer. It's just a very effective way. You can even catch them, during the fall. During the transition period of the fall to winter when their metabolism is really low, just slow rolling it. Swimbait fishing is just a very effective way. But right now, guys, we're going to be talking about various companies and various rods and lines that you can use for swimbait fishing. Alright, guys, for your lines, I would recommend going anywhere from a fluorocarbon line of 20 to 25 pound monofilament or fluorocarbon. I'd recommend fluorocarbon. And the company name I would recommend is P-Line. I personally love P-Line's line. Actually, to me, it's one of the best lines for the price. And now for your braid, I'd recommend going from a 50 to 65 pound braid. Right here, we just have spider wire easy braid right here. I feel like this braid is the smoothest out of all stealth braids. But that would be my last choice braid. But I would personally go with the Power Pro 50 to 65 or Suffix 832 braid, I think is what it is. I haven't actually got it. I've used it on my buddy's bait caster, and it felt so amazing that I wanted to get them. So I have that on my list, but I recommend Stealth. If you don't have the money right now, get some Stealth. It will last you. Or going with your Suffix or with your Power Pro. Now, for the various companies, you guys know Spro makes baits. You guys know Jackal makes baits. You know Huddleston's, Callistics, Savage Gears, and all those that I just named are the baits that I throw. I personally don't throw these Roman maids, those expensive baits like those. No, I'm not going to spend $119 plus on a freaking bait. I mean, that's outrageous. But guys, I would recommend for your money, the best for your money, I would recommend a Savage Gear or Callistic, because Huddlestons do kind of range high, but they do produce a lot of fish. I don't know what is up with them or if their action is completely different, but I've noticed Huddleston does get me more bites versus Savage Gear or Callistics or Pro or Spros or anything like that. I do not know how they make the Huddlestons or anything, but it just downright gets me more bites. And for your colors of swim baits, it depends on actually where you live. I mean, most forage of every lake is going to be some type of sunfish, crawfish, and shad. And you're not going to throw a crawfish color swim bait, so you can just put that down. And you have two now. So you're going to go with your shad or your sunfish imitations, which are crappie, warmouth, rock bass, white crappie, black crappie, brim, gills, whatever you guys call them, sunfish, red ears, anything you guys have in your lake. It all varies from different state to state, different everything. But you basically just want to match the hatch with your swim baits and go with a natural scent. If you guys want to produce more of a scent out there, a scent trail, go with a natural scent like a shad, a gizzard shad scent. Just like natural thing. It's more natural to the bass versus putting on some like smelly jelly or something like that. But it's basically just go with a natural shad scent. Alright guys, onto the various rods you guys can use. I am going to be actually getting a JDM from Tackle Warehouse. It is $120, $120 to $130 depending on if you want to get the jumbo or medium. I'm getting the medium because the medium goes from a 1 to 5 ounce, which is also what I recommend in ounce ratio of rod, just because you want to be more versatile with your baits. Because if you get a 3 ounce, maybe sometimes you won't be able to throw your 8-inch HUDs, because HUDs naturally run higher in ounce ratio than Savage Gears or Callistics. But you can also go with a Dobbins, a Duckett, Big Bear rods. I mean, there's a lot of companies out there. Our people already know the Shimano's, all the Shimano swim baits, the Daiwa swim bait rods, all those, the iRods, everything. People already know these big name rod companies that have produce heavy enough ounce ratio rods and everything for swim baits. But I would recommend going with the iRod or the JDM. And why do I recommend those for swim baits? Because personally, I think it's the best for your money versus all these ducats and everything, which are over $150. When, I mean, you don't need an expensive rod to catch fish. It's all in the fisherman and the technique. You do not need the 5-star equipment to catch fish. That's just my personal opinion. Honestly, I think that you can go out there still with a cane pole and catch them how they did back in the day. I mean, you guys seen my arsenal. The most expensive rod I had is like probably $60. But my whole family doesn't believe in getting into like heavy 5-star companies and everything. I just feel like you're just wasting your money. But enough rambling off that. Let's get back to the swim baits. Now, guys, let's talk about retrieval for your swim baits. Retrieval, you can work it on depending on if you have like a dynamic one where it kind of floats, or a dynamic one where it kind of goes to the bottom. If it goes to the bottom, of course, you want to slow roll it on the bottom and look, or hop it up and down, basically mocking a dead trout or a dead gizzard shad, whatever the forage is in your lake, you're going to want to mock. For me, my main forage is trout, sunfish, various sunfish, and shad. So I'm going to be acting my swim bait like that, slow rolling it on the bottom through the middle of the water column, jerking it back and forth, or pausing it and letting it sink down and coming back up. Guys, just various retrievals. It downright gets you guys fish. Try different retrievals. Don't just stick to one. And guys, hopefully you guys can catch some fish on some swim baits. And if you do, make sure in your video to tell my name and I'll go check it out, or tag me in it or something to where I can check your video out. But guys, thank you guys for watching. Please like and subscribe and stay tuned.